The mirror exercise is the only tool you'll need to heal upsets, heal your life, heal your body, heal your twin flame journey, heal from separation if you're on a twin flame journey. And if you're not, don't worry about it. I'll get to that in a different video. But today, this is about the mirror exercise. Oh my gosh, do I love this tool so much. My friend, who is also a master Ascension Coach, Michaela and her twin flame Jose, they just made a post, which I read, and I completely agree with them. They said they just paid, I think it was like $18,000 to do a coaching program, executive coaching program with Tony Robbins. Okay. Tony Robbins' team of coaches. They came back and they were like, guys, one mirror exercise is more powerful than the $18,000 coaching program at Tony Robbins. I was like, you didn't need to sign up to tell me that. I already knew, but it was very affirming and validating for me to see that other people also think the same thing. Look, I'm from Silicon Valley. From 2010 to now, I was doing every single transformational event possible. I was literally in the circuit. I have done so many conferences, so many retreats, so many leadership things. I've mentored, I've coached, I've worked at the biggest universities in the world. Like I taught at UCLA, I taught at Berkeley, I was a mentor at Singularity University. You probably don't know what that is, it don't matter. Look, your girl's been around the block. There's nothing in the world that even compares to the power of the mirror exercise. And I stand on that. And you know what? I'm always open. If like something else comes through and God's like, yo, this tool is even better, trust, I'll let you know and I'll probably do it and then like research it and experiment and like really make sure I vetted it, then I'll give it to you. So I am sharing with you that the mirror exercise is the most potent, powerful, effective, free tool on the planet right now to heal your trauma, your upsets, your blocks, and anything that's upsetting you and blocking you from living your highest divine life. Now, how does it work? It's very simple. 4 easy steps. 1, name the upset. State in a sentence what is upsetting you. 2, feel how that makes you feel and acknowledge how that makes you feel. Be in your feelings. Bring it back to yourself. This is not an exercise to do in your head. You really are moving the feeling from step 1, 2, 3, and 4 all the way. That's what you're doing. So step 2 then becomes taking responsibility and taking your power back. So in order for me to explain step 2, I first have to say a very simple truth about the world and the universe in case you haven't heard it, but we create our own reality. Every single person on the planet right now is experiencing a different version of reality. Some people are in hell. Their physical lived experience on this planet resembles something like hell. That's poverty. That's when you like do really, really bad things and you hurt people. That's a very bad vibration. You don't want to be there. Lying, stealing, cheating, murder, these are kind of like hellish experiences. And that is a version of hell. Car accidents, plane crashes, cancer, freak accidents, like these are experiences that on some level we are creating through our inner experience. Okay? So that is reality. Now, not a lot of people want to hear that because they're like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't deserve that. I didn't deserve to be SA'd as a kid. You definitely didn't. And do not ever use the mirror exercise to blame yourself. If you do that, that's a form of self-abuse, so don't go there. But what I'm saying is we are all divine beings, period, who have the ability to create our own reality. So I can't experience anything that I'm not actually creating on the inside. And you will learn this as you do the mirror exercise and heal, because you'll see, wow, I was really pissed for that person who rejected me. And then you go into it and you're like, okay, so step 2, I'm upset because I'm rejecting myself, which is a step 2. It's where you turn the nouns to yourself. So you change out the thing that's doing this to you, you restate it as if you are upset because you're doing it to yourself. Again, do not use this to abuse yourself or blame yourself. It is not a self-blame tool. And if you are blaming yourself and trying to attack yourself for something, that's not how to do it, and you did not learn that from me. But here's the version that you are learning from me. Step 2 is about taking your power back and saying, okay, if I am, just even 1%, if I am rejecting myself, even just to the smallest extent, somewhere in my life, that's going to manifest in my external reality. So I can change my external reality. I have the choice, I have the power to change what I am feeling. I do not want anybody in the world to be rejecting me. I don't want that experience anymore. So let me see, in step 3, is there any truth to this statement anywhere in my life? Does that feel true or resonant? And this is something I feel a lot, so I can share this with you. When you go, oh my God, these people rejected me, they didn't like my picture when I posted it on Instagram, and I feel so rejected, and no one liked my story, and that's why I don't want to be a content creator. And then you bring it to a step 2, and you're like, I'm upset at myself because I'm rejecting myself. And step 3, you're like, oh shit, yeah, ooh, doesn't feel good. Doesn't always feel good, but that's okay. That's where you want to take a moment to just sit with the truth. On some level, you're rejecting yourself. So once you get to step 3, you're pretty much almost there. You're almost finished with the exercise. Step 4 is bringing it home all the way. What do you need? This part of you that's upset, that's hurt, what do you need to feel loved right now? That's it. And then you just give yourself love. And so that could look like, when you go to a step 4, usually what will happen is, if I was your coach, I would invite you to close your eyes, and you will visualize the part of you that's rejecting herself. I like to do this by visualizing literally me, like, what do I look like when I'm rejecting myself? Is she, what age is she? What is she wearing? Where is she sitting? Where is she standing? And usually I can pinpoint that. Like, I have a visual image of that version of me that's like, no, like, you're not good enough. Like, no, like, you don't have the, you don't, you like, you're whatever, your teeth are crooked, your hair is not nice, I don't like your outfit, like, what you have to say, you're not good enough, you're not healed enough. You see all these patterns. It's like ego will trick you into believing that you are not good enough, and it will reject itself to try to protect you, right? Because it's scared, it's scared of growth. And so all you have to do is go find that version of you that's doing that, saying those things, speaking those things, and just ask her, baby, Maya, what do you need right now to feel loved? And then you shut up. You just don't say anything. Don't try to kind of pull it out of her. Just let her speak. And she may say, and because I've done this specific mirror exercise hundreds of times, it's just what happens when you're a coach. You just learn how to master these. I know what she's gonna say. She's gonna say, I need safety, I need love, I need presence, I need compassion, I need someone to be here with me. I don't feel good. I don't feel good enough. And all you do is you just give her that love. So you can visualize it. You can literally give it to her. The way that I like to do this is I'm a very visual person. So when she says, like, I really need safety right now, I'm like, good. I know what is safe for Maya. Little baby Maya, little inner child Maya, she needs her weighted blanket. So in my mind's eye, I go and wrap her around with my 15-pound weighted blanket, and then I bring God into the picture. So we always invite God or a higher power or source or love. And I just want to say, I really love and respect all cultures and religions of the world. So if you use the word spirit or Allah or Krishna, Jesus, that to me, Buddha, I'm with you. You bring in whatever God is to you, okay? And you let that divine love just cover you in its goodness and wrap you up. And another thing, here's another idea. I love to use visuals. If I need safety, I'm like, she needs safety. She's not feeling safe. She's feeling very unsafe, and that's why she's rejecting herself. What I'll do is I'll think of a plug. When you go plug in your phone, I'll just think of a plug and I stick it into the wall. And right here above the plug says safety. It's like God and safety. I'm like, all right, I need safety right now. And you just sit with that feeling while you're in a step 4 and you feel it, and you feel it, and you feel it, and you feel it, and you just let that love come in. That's all you really need to do. By this time, your coach, if it was me, will be asking, like, how are you feeling? Like, how are you feeling right now? Okay. And what you'll notice is as you move through steps 1, 2, 3, and 4, you're gonna bring a very heavy feeling that could be like sadness or pain or upset or confusion, and you're gonna bring it all the way to peace. It's gonna start to feel so peaceful. Have you ever, for example, been super upset, cried your little eyes out, and then after you're like dry heaving from how painful the thing is, you get to the last tear and you're just like, and you like sit down, you're like, okay, I think I feel okay now. I'm being dramatic. I also am neurodivergent, guys, so this is just me being unmasked. But you get to this part where you don't feel the pain anymore because you transcended it, and that's what's gonna happen in the mirror exercise. So once you come to peace, and it doesn't have to be this elaborate or dramatic thing, you're just like, okay, feel it, I'm like giving myself love, and then you get there and you're like, all right, I feel good, I feel complete. And then what we do is we invite you to melt this part back into yourself. So the part of you that was upset, you're just gonna wrap them in a hug. You're gonna say, bring it in. This is all happening in your mind's eyes. You're visualizing this, right? And you're just gonna bring them in, and then you're just gonna melt them right back into you. And as you do that, that part of you that was splintered off, that was split from your psyche because something happened and it was too painful or hurtful or dangerous, that just then becomes integrated into who you are today. I do believe there are some therapeutic modalities like parts healing. I've heard things like that, and like family systems that may do something similar to this. You may have experienced this in your own form of therapy somewhere. Maybe that's your profession. But this is specifically the mirror exercise. And every single time you bring that fragmented part of you home, you will experience peace and wholeness and oneness with yourself. And that is literally all you have to do. That is the inner work. By doing this, you take breaks too. You know, sometimes when you're first starting, it's kind of hard to get the hang of it, and it's a skill that you can develop over time. But as you do the inner work, you're gonna start to see your external world changing. I'm not even kidding you. I have done the inner work, and like something happens immediately after I do it. It's actually how I manifested this apartment. I just did the inner work on my finances. I didn't actually like win $1 million or level up majorly in my income. I just did the inner work, and then boom, someone called me, yo Maya, I'm selling my apartment. I'm about to give you a fat discount. This is how much off. And then all of these other things in my life just started to rearrange, and I was like, God, what is happening right now? And God was like, Maya, you're ready for your next step. You leveled up vibrationally. You get to go to the next level of the video game on your ascension journey. So that is the mirror exercise. I am gonna feel so happy. I feel like I phrased that very awkwardly. So let me rewind. I'm not trying to edit these videos because I just want to get these videos out to you quick and fast. I don't like editing. It's not my favorite thing in the world. I'll probably hire an editor at some point, but let me just go back to say what I really wanted to say. Oh, I forgot. Sometimes I have ADHD. I think this is it. Okay. Thanks for watching. Let me know if you have any questions about the mirror exercise. Drop them in the comments below. Reach out to me, DM me, hit me up on Instagram or TikTok. Check out my Stan store. I have a voice note exchange if you want to ask me some questions and talk through your upset. I also have coaching out, and I love you. Take care. See you next week.